Guys, so today I'm going to be doing kind of a different take on Megan Mackey's video, which was all things you wanted to know about cheerleading but were too afraid to ask. And I'm just going to be answering these questions. And these are questions I got from my friends who are cheerleaders, who aren't cheerleaders, and also I was looking on the comments of not my videos but like other people's videos and like questions that they have and like the most common questions that I saw. So I thought I'd just answer them for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. You don't have to have any skills to start cheerleading. You just need to be potty trained really and know how to walk. Honestly, most gyms will say that most gyms you don't need any experience to start, and they will help you right off the bat. They'll like enter you in a tumbling class, or they'll put you in a tumbling class. They'll help you like progress into like your cheerleading career, because that's just, they want you to succeed in this sport. So you don't need to have any experience to start cheerleading, no matter how old you are. My friend, he is 17 and he just started an all-star team, and he had no cheerleading experience, but he's doing really good right now. He loves what he's doing, so that's all that matters. And he didn't have any cheerleading experience, but now he does, so that's all that really matters. Cheerleading really varies within the price. It really depends, because where I live, there are 4 different types of cheerleading actually. There's school cheer, all-star cheer, Pop Warner, and then there's this thing, it's like the youth cheer, which is kind of a mix between Pop Warner and all-star. They cheer for like the local football team, the youth football teams. They cheer, like do the sideline cheers, but they also compete at multiple competitions. So it's kind of a mix of the both. I did that for a few years. I loved it. But honestly, it was even said on ESPN that cheerleading in general is the most expensive sport. So cheerleading is very expensive. What I'm going to read off is a gym. I'm not going to name what gym it is, but one gym's like their tryout packet thing, and it's gonna like say, this is for all-star, and it's gonna say the cost of each thing, if I can find it. So there is monthly tuition, which is for here it's $199 per month. If you have siblings, they usually will do a discount, so it's only like $95 added on top of that with their siblings, per sibling. Registration is $85. Your practice gear is $180. Choreography and music is $275. Camp is around $400. Uniform is $355. Shoes are about $70, but you don't have to buy those. You could just buy those on your own. Warm-ups and the bag are $270. Competition fee is $860. Your team bow and your team shirt is $40. And then there's also the traveling expenses, which they did not add on this list, but obviously that adds up too, because you pay for like your own flights, I'm pretty sure, and then you obviously pay for your own hotel and the time you spend there. But if you pay all this at one time, you get 5% off the total. So yes, cheerleading is very expensive, and that doesn't include like privates, tumbling classes, all the cheer apparel, Nike Pros, your bows, makeup, glitter, shoelaces. I know like some teams, like all the girls, like they don't do this as a team. They do it as a team, but all the girls will go buy like matching shoelaces. Like, I don't know, it's really weird. All of that like adds up, and like all your hair stuff. So it is a very, very expensive sport. But of course, each gym, each team, each recreation, each type of cheer you go to will vary within the price. The cost will be different, but it is still very expensive. This is a really big stereotype that every male cheerleader gets, whether they are gay or not. And I was talking to my friend about this, and he said, yeah, well, all male cheerleaders are gay. Why would I do cheer? And I said, no, honestly, one, it doesn't matter whether they're gay or not. That shouldn't matter. But two, most aren't. Like, a lot of male cheerleaders aren't gay. And it doesn't matter, but like, no, if you want to be a male cheerleader, that doesn't mean you have to be gay, and that doesn't mean you are gay if you do it. A lot of male cheerleaders are not gay. This next question, I'd have to say, is rated PG-13. This is also another very big stereotype. When I was asking my friends for questions, he asked me this, and I honestly got really offended. But not all cheerleaders are whores. It's a really big stereotype that we have. And honestly, even if a cheerleader you know is a whore, it's none of your business whether they are or not. And you shouldn't be calling them that because you don't know what goes on in their life. You have no right to call them one thing or the other. Honestly, so what if they sleep with a lot of guys? Like, that's none of your business. Like, and that doesn't make them one thing or another. That's their personal preference. So not all cheerleaders are whores. And if one is, that doesn't make everyone one. And that's their business, not yours. This is actually a question I got a lot and I saw a lot, but cheerleading honestly was announced a sport on ESPN. So honestly, to me and to every other cheerleader you will probably ask, it is hard. We condition just as much as any other sport, if anything more, maybe less. Like, I don't know. But we condition, we work out, our sport is hard. And if you don't think you can handle it, try it. But it being hard is no reason for you to quit or to not do it. You should be able to push yourself into doing it because that's something you want to do. This is a question that I actually really love because I feel like cheerleading now, like especially in the all-star world, everyone is noticed for their looks. Like, every cheerleader has the same hair, the bigger the hair, the glitter, the makeup, like everyone, I feel like it's very based off of looks. But no, you don't have to be pretty to be a cheerleader. I don't think I'm pretty. You don't have to be skinny to be a cheerleader. I'm definitely not the skinniest girl on my team. I don't think I'm skinny at all, but I'm still a cheerleader and I shouldn't let that stop me. You don't have to be skinny. You don't have to be fat. You don't have to be anything. You just have to have a passion for it, or you have to want it to be able to do it. Your look shouldn't matter on whether you want to do it or not. If you want to do it, do it. You should be able to do what you want and not because of what others think of you. You should be able to split time very easily with your non-cheer friends and your cheer friends. If they don't like each other, then just hang out with one day and the other friends the next. But if they don't like that, then that just shows what kind of friend they are if they don't accept your friends. I was planning on doing a whole separate video on how to do big cheer hair. Insert a picture of my cheer hair right here. But what I'd have to say is a lot of hairspray, a lot of teasing, and hope. You have to hope that it looks good. You can buy cheer bows. Some have their own websites. Look on Instagram. They have Instagrams. And a really good place to look for cheer bows is Etsy. That's where I see a lot of beautiful cheer bows. And my favorite bow company that are not sponsoring me is Fierce Bows. So I'll show you one of my Fierce bows right now. This is my favorite bow. It is by Fierce Bows. This is probably my favorite bow company. I am not being sponsored, and I will do a separate bow review on this company. But other places you can get bows is probably the most common cheer brand out there, and that's Varsity. If you, your coaches might buy their bows from Varsity. My high school coach this year bought our bows from Varsity. This is one of my favorite bows, and I will also be doing another review on this bow coming soon. Under my Nike Pros, I am 16 years old and I wear a thong. Most people do wear thongs underneath their Nike Pros, but not all people do, and it's honestly just personal preference. If I would say personally what I think, 13 years old and up, you can wear a thong if it's okay with your parents. But if you are 13 or 12 and under, I'd say ask your parents if you really want to, and if you're that concerned about underwear lines. This is one example of a thong that I or you would wear underneath the Nike Pros. Honestly, they're just not to show your underwear lines. Like, I don't get what the big deal is, and they're cute, like, on top of it. You, like, feel confident. I don't know. Like, a lot of people feel confident in their underwear when no one else sees them, and I'm just like, girl, if you feel confident, as long as you feel confident, that's all that matters. But there's this, which is also common to wear under your Nike Pros. Another type that is also common to wear under Nike Pros are kinds like these, which are also referred to as dental floss because they are very thin. But these will give you less lines than the other pair will because there's less material. So it's honestly whatever you're comfortable in on what you want to wear. And honestly, if people stare at you, like, just be like, yo, I just don't want underwear lines. Like, come on, girl. I just don't want underwear lines. No biggie. If you are straight and you are a guy and you want to do cheer, go for it. Like, forget what other people think. Like, honestly, this goes for anyone else too that thinks they're going to be judged for being a cheerleader. If you want to do cheer, you do it. You can't base your life off of what other people think, because honestly, at the end of the day, what you think of yourself is all that matters, not what other people think of you. And I strongly believe that. If you think you're going to be made fun of, who cares? Let them make fun of you. Just show them how better you are by not letting it get to you. You can't let it get to you because you're doing something that you want to do and that you love. And this is the last question, but no. I'm sure everyone, when they first started doing cheer, was definitely not flexible. I know when I first started cheer, I was not flexible, but now I have all my splits. And honestly, that's another thing that I hear is, do I have to be strong? Do I have to be fit to do cheer? Do I have to be this or that to do cheer? And no, like, once you start cheer, you will start getting into shape. Once you start cheer, you will start getting more flexible. Like, if you are not one thing, they will help you into becoming that because it's what you need and they know you need, but they will help you if you don't have it. I know Megan Mackey did a video almost just like this, but this is my take on it. And if you guys think I'm copying her, go ahead, think I'm copying her. She just inspired me to make this video, so this is my take on it, and I know I have different answers than her. So, you guys think what you want to think. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and you guys will definitely be seeing more of me. I love you all. Goodbye. Stay smiling, guys.